Now that the tip is set, what we want to do is just heat up this tip here. So now that it's hot enough, you just pinch it. You see that? So we're just pinching the tip. It's going to give it a nice taper at the end. It's also going to give a nice thin tip for the string to sit. And that's going to be the start of our string bridge back here. So you just go ahead and pinch that until it sets. Shouldn't take too long. While you're doing that, you want to sight down the bow and make sure that both recurves line up. Alright, so here they are. Here's the bow pretty much finished up. Now we're just going to work on shaping these nocks, and then we'll be able to string this up. Alright, so now what I do is I'm just going to take PVC cutters, because I have them, and then I'm just cutting across. This is going to establish our tip and our string bridge. What's wrong with that piece? Alright. So now that you've got this, we're going to move on to cutting the string bridge. Alright, so now what we do is you take a tile saw or a file and you just cut along the belly side of the tip. As you can see, like that. What we're doing is we're just going to be cutting down into the tip here, and you want to center it because this is where the string is going to track.
And the cords too, huh?
So you want to keep cutting until you get a nice curve from the tip to the recurve. So I'm just going to cut this a little bit more. So there it is. So now what we do is we just heat this up and then form it out. So here we go. So now you take your end here and a heat gun and just heat this up. So once that's heated up, just take it, spread out this back portion while pressing this front portion in. So you just let this set, and then we're going to cut our nocks. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've cut nocks, really simple nocks, just about ½ inch from the end on both sides. And now I've got a piece of rope. This is polypropylene rope, just for a temporary string. Or, even for a light bow like this could be the permanent string. That way you can easily make replacements, and you can have plenty of strings. And it's kind of neat, they come in all sorts of colors. At the local Home Depot there was this purple, they had blue, green, orange. I think they even had neon pink. So I'm just going to string this up really quick. Make sure it's lined up. And here's the bow, all strung up. So now I'm going to go ahead and just paint this, but before I do, I'm just going to shoot it for you a couple times just so you can see how it works. But it's got a good positive tiller to it, meaning this top limb is bending just a tad bit more than the bottom limb. That will even out the differences between the limbs. So let's give it a couple shots. Alright, so I'm just going to shoot this a couple times. Here we go. So there it is. So I'm just going to paint it and finish it up, and it'll be done. Alright, so here's the bow painted up. It's real simple. I just painted it, put a clear coat over it, and then I just wrapped with a vinyl. And I put a little floppy rest on here. This was made by taking a piece of vinyl about 3 inches long, cutting the top into this shape, gluing it with contact cement, and then gluing it all together. So here it is. All that we have to do now is shoot it. So thanks for watching, and let's go shoot this bow.